Time to musk up. Wow.
All right, back again. Back to the regular scheduled program. More typical video. Top 10 fall fragrances. I didn't want to mix the fall fragrances with the winter fragrances. I picked something really specific. So I was looking for incense, vetiver, notes like that, dark greens, browns, beige tones, fall season kind of stuff. You know, dry leaves, like those are the things that come to mind when I think of fall. So I didn't want to mix it with winter fragrances, which are sometimes more balsamic and more sweet, ambery, and spicy. So I'll do a list for the winter. As you can see, my new little cabinet here, this is mostly my vintage stuff in here. I was able to keep all my fragrances in there for so long, but it burst out the seams. My first pick is Timbuktu. Absolutely love this stuff. Nice Rudy vetiver in here with a nice twist of almost this green mango, I'd say. It's not heavily fruity, but you get this kind of green mango peel, slight fruitiness almost. Gorgeous stuff. Next on the list is a classic, kind of hard to get, it seems like, even the EDP, but let's just get right into it, and that is Queer de Russie, right? And this is that birch leather, smoky birch leather, skin on skin, muskiness comes from this. Some indols I get from florals as well. Just an absolute classic leather, one of my favorite leathers ever. And that is the EDP for anyone that really cares about that, right? This is one of the best incense fragrances I have, one of my favorites. This is, if you told me what's a gothic fragrance, like almost death. It doesn't smell like that, but it just gives me that feeling. This stuff is absolutely fantastic, and that is Bois d'Encens by Armani, right? And there's just this, and the incense here is by way of labdanum, smoky labdanum, leathery, almost rubbery, like almost like it reminds me of tar. A lot of spice in here as well. Absolute gorgeous stuff. Number 7 is by Les Indoumoutables, and that is Oriental Velours. And this is incense by way of myrrh, one of the greatest myrrh notes I've tried in a fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's a uniqueness to this as well, and that goes by way of a spruce note, which is very green and coniferous almost. So gorgeous, absolute gorgeous mix here. And it's got some ambery touches as well. It's a little sweet, but it's like perfect amount of sweetness, very natural sweetness, balsamic sweetness. This is another classic, and this is the EDP concentration, and that is Sycamore by Chanel. And this is just a woody vetiver, again, Rudy vetiver, very grassy. I get some incense in here as well. Some floral touches, some iris in here, I do get. So number 5. Now, if I had to pick a signature scent, this would be one of them. If I had to like just pick 5 or 10 fragrances to keep for good, this would be one of them. And that's Frederic Malle's French Lover. And this just, the Angelica here is so fucking gorgeous. It's unbelievable. Just the rootiness, and the Angelica here comes off as very spicy. This just smells like fall to me. I love this stuff. This is one of my top Frederic Malles in my collection by far. Recently got this, and I've always wanted this, but I've never gotten it for some reason. Number 4, and that is Two Man by Comme des Garçons. If I'm not mistaken, Mark Buxton is the perfumer, and he literally cloned this basically for Le Labo with Vetiver 46. If I think that's the number. So he cloned it, and it's very, very similar. This is more woody. The Le Labo feels like it, towards the dry down, you get more musks. So it's more, that one is more musky, this one is woodier. And what this reminds me of is, if you ever taken a match and you put the match out, or you blow it out, and that last bit of smoke that rises, and that smell you get, this is what this reminds me of. Right? That smell from the matches, from seeping through the root of a vetiver. And that's what you get here. Also very incensey, gorgeous stuff, and for the price, and I think it's basically almost 1/3 of the price. So it's a no-brainer. Always go with the Two Man over the Le Labo Vetiver 46. Next on the list is another fragrance that, if I had to pick a signature scent, this would be it for me. It just works for me, and that is Celine's Eau de Californie. Apollo Santo Accord, and I think they're using vetiver, because I do get vetiver off the top, but this smells like, if you ever seen those wood chips, those flakes that they put into a hamster cage, that's what this is. And some incense, some smoky incense. And this fragrance is built around, to me, I get ISOE Super and Ambroxan, that mixture, but it's not overly done. Number 2, this stuff, I think it's very unique. It's became really mainstream. It's been pushed really hard, but I think that the hype is warranted here, without a doubt. One of the most mainstream patchoulis you can think of, and Tuxedo by YSL. Like, this stuff it just works. And there's a beautiful, an ozonic patchouli. Right, you still get those chocolatey kind of dirty facets that you'd get from patchouli, but this violet leaf, giving it some of these ozonic touches, is absolutely gorgeous. Love this stuff. This is the one bottle I wish I got bigger. This is the 75 ml, but I have so much shit that it's like, at the end of the day, realistically, do I really need the bigger one? Probably not. This one here, this stuff, I actually have it on skin. Very simple, but very spiritual. Very nice. Don't have to think much when you wear this, and it just goes perfect with the outfit on. I just peeked it, but a midnight stroll from the Alchemist Garden. Just simple, kind of this incense with this coniferous, almost balsamic fir balsam sweetness that you get from here. Like you're just walking in the wilderness at night. Midnight stroll, perfect name. Yeah. Right? And, really, really good stuff. One of my favorites from this line. And that is my top 10 fall list, right? Let me know if you've tried anything from here, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Take care. Bye.